everybody, I'm at SeaTac Airport and I am on my way to Europe. I'm actually going on a Contiki tour. So yeah, I'm just gonna head to security, get that done, and then see if my gate exists.
Board here for S and B gate, baggage claim, and ground transportation.
Okay, through security on the train, but S11, which is back there, that's my gate. So now that I know that it exists, time to go to the bathroom, get some water, and now we wait. It's about 5:45 right now, and then my plane leaves at 7:50. Claire made this for me when she was in Korea. Isn't that cute? So this is the first time I'm putting it on my luggage. It's coming on a trip with me. Thanks, Claire. So I was just walking to my gate and I met Hank Green, which is so crazy because I used to watch the Vlogbrothers and I went to VidCon in 2013 and I've watched so many crash course videos. Anyway, it's super cool. And yeah, I told him all of that. I was like, what an inspiration, you know? Anyway, of all the places. All right, we're about to board.
Demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft, and your attention is essential as this may be different from any aircraft that you've flown on before.
Do I smell the winds of war? I see smoke on the horizon.
Yeah, the Bridgerton-inspired safety video was very funny. And it was like, because we're going to Heathrow in London, so it just like was chef's kiss. Anyways, there was a lot of games on the plane. And so I played Trivial Pursuit for a couple hours, but I got completely wrecked on every single round. So I was like, you know what? We're just gonna like take a little break. For the snack time, they gave us these sour cream and onion pretzels, and then I got a ginger ale. These pretzels were so delicious. I loved it. For my main meal, I got the red Thai curry, which was served with rice. And then the tuck-in little utensils, but yeah, water, bread, a chocolate mousse, some butter, this hominy salad, which was really good, and then cheese and crackers. And they didn't mention anything about spice, but it was actually so spicy, so I hope everyone else was okay. So I was in the middle seat, and it was crazy because the guy in the window seat slept the whole entire time, didn't eat anything, and then the guy in the aisle seat played Trivial Pursuit for literally 10 hours and also didn't eat anything, and I was like, guys, this flight is so long, how are you not eating anything? I'm hungry every 2 hours. Anyway, this breakfast sandwich was so good, I gobbled it up immediately. And then before you know it, we were landed in Heathrow in London. And my favorite part, getting off the plane because I don't love planes. Hey, so I'm at Heathrow right now, and I've been studying for this moment for the past week of how to get a connecting flight. So I need to take this tram thing. So we're gonna get on this. I think it said follow the purple signs.
Please hold on. Transit is departing. Next stop, arrivals, baggage reclaim, and flight connections all terminals.
It's so funny, I literally watched a vlog of a lady going from Terminal 5 to 3, which is exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going down this escalator. So it's like, it's funny, like seeing exactly how it was done. Anyway, shout out to that lady and her video. Yeah, super easy, just follow the purple signs. So I'm just waiting for my gate, but I decided to get a meal deal. And so that's like a main, a snack, and a drink for £6. So I went with the chicken salad sandwich, a malt loaf, and then this Oasis drink. So yeah, I'm gonna eat that and then wait for my gate. And we're back on the plane. This is only a 2.5 hour flight, so it wasn't too bad. But they gave us these cookies that were very good, and this water. And basically I just listened to a podcast the whole time, and it was fine. Hey, I'm officially in Vienna, and I'm walking through the airport. I need to catch a bus to my hostel, so I'm just trying to figure out how / where that is. These 2 Italian boys had to help me get my ticket because everything was in German, but I got it. Thank you to them. And I got on my bus fine. The trip itself was actually kind of boring for most of it because we were on a highway, so I don't have like cool footage, but this was just like the city center. Okay, I just got off the bus and now I'm walking to my hostel. So it looks like my hostel is attached to an IKEA. That's cool. Okay, this is pretty nice. Let's do a little tour. So right when you walk into the front door, there's a shower and a little sink. And then over here is the toilet. And then, yeah, we got maybe a change room of sorts. And then 6 beds. And so far it looks like there's only 2 people sleeping here. And then this one's my bed. Okay, it's 9 o'clock and I'm ready to fall asleep. Yeah, ready for, I guess, day 1 of Contiki. All right, good night. You'll see me tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. I am all showered and packed up, and I'm just going to check out but leave my bags here for later, and then I'm gonna go maybe find a geocache and then check out a grocery store that's nearby. I'm also gonna ask the front desk if they have any recommendations on places to eat, like bakeries or somewhere I can find some Austrian food. So yeah, let's start our adventure. It is raining, so I'm just going to go to the grocery store. It looks like a Target, but yeah, put my luggage and everything in the locker, and I'm gonna go take a look and see what they have. The pictures looked like a Target, but then when I got there, it just looked like a normal grocery store. But I love seeing all the candy and different snacks that they have in different stores in different countries, because it's always different, or they have like different shapes and stuff like that, so that was very fun. So the geocache is bringing me to this corner with this gate, but I can't find it. I've been looking for like 10 minutes, and I have no idea. So I really need to find one though. So I might have to move on to a different geocache, which may be a little farther. But yeah, I'll keep looking for a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Can't find it, so I'm gonna move on to the next one. But ooh, I thought I was so close. Pretty church though. So I've been recommended to try one of these. So yeah. Tastes like an apple pie. It's really good. I did an outfit change into my rain jacket and my vesties because I underestimated how rainy it was gonna be. And also I had to go back to the hostel because I forgot that bathrooms here aren't free. And I was like, I gotta go. And I was like, well, my hostel's like right there, so might as well. Anyway, couldn't find geocache number 1, so on to geocache number 2. I'm already noticing something really interesting is that people don't jaywalk here. Like even the smallest of crosswalks like this, like it's so small, but like there's no cars anywhere. And I was at like a crosswalk and there were so many people and nobody crossed. And I was like, okay. I mean, to be safe, it's safe, that's good. But I was like, oh, okay. So different. I like geocaching because it takes you to random places. So here we are, and I was just looking around. The hint was corner, so I saw this. I was like, well, that is a corner. But the coordinates were kind of leading to this corner. So I just took a quick look, but I think that's the geocache right there. And it is. Yay! First geocache in Vienna, Austria. Hey guys, don't worry, Carrie's here. Yay! If you guys watched my Iceland vlogs, Carrie was in them. So I'm going on Contiki round 2 with Carrie. Yay! Room tour. This is our new room that we're gonna be in for tonight.
And we're roomies.
Roomies, yeah! So there's 4 beds instead of the 6 that I was in yesterday. Super cool. I finally get the top bunk. And then this is our view. Nice. On an adventure.
Don't run into the best one.
Thanks. And then for lunch, we headed to this place because I wanted to have schnitzel in Vienna. And then we tried this dish called Kaiserschmarrn, which was ripped up pancakes with a plum sauce. And then we got some fries.
Yellow.
It's good. Everything's really good. Tasty. And then I was on the search for a magnet because I love collecting magnets from all the countries that I visit, but there were so many and it was really overwhelming. I didn't love them either, so I didn't get any. But I did get this pressed penny, which was funny because I just cranked the lever, didn't even pay, and then this popped out. So I think someone tried and then just completely gave up. So yeah, free souvenir for me. We went searching for this chocolate cake and I mispronounced it so badly. I was like, oh hi, can we get the Sachertorte? And she's like, oh, the Zuckertorte? And I was like, yep. And then we headed back to the hostel and got to meet our Contiki tour group and did our little orientation over dinner. What's yours? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this one says something. Yeah, that's so cool.
Here you are, madam.
Oh, thank you.
Together, show him some love. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eddie. Happy birthday to you. Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Hi, this one I'm not doing. Hi, you don't know this one is gonna be. Can you just tell us when you do?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't see that.
It always goes on 2, not 1 bar.
Hi!
Hold on.
Hi!
Hands off. Hands
Hi! Hi!
Come on, Kiki, we got this, babe.
My beanie's not gonna fall, right?
No, you're right.
Hi, it's gonna stop singing. Hi. Hi.
Are you ready?
Huh? Yep.
Go.
Hey, we're at Prater Park. This is an amusement park, and this is the group. And they're gonna go on that roller coaster right there. But this is awesome. It's free to get in, You just have to pay for the rides and whichever games you're gonna do. But it seems like a pretty like sick deal. And there's a lot of people here.
Adiós, muchachos. Fuera un gusto. Salud.
Oh, there's a little.
Yeah, there's a little plastic thing to keep it together.
Okay.
I was like, make sure you don't eat that part.
Okay, Carrie, what did you think?
It was tasty.
I was gonna say the combination is like really different than what I thought, because like it's chocolate, but then there's also like apricot jam in it, so it kind of gives it more of like a sour taste. So I'm not like really used to that, so it's like good, just like different.
Agreed. 7 out of 10.
I'd say 7 out of 10. That's it for day 1. You guys will catch me tomorrow for day 2. Welcome to day 2 of the Vienna to Rome vloggy. Last night I slept really well because my other 3 roommates were really quiet, which is hard to come by, so I was very grateful. We woke up for breakfast and they always have a bunch of cheeses and meats and spreads and cereal for us, but this time they also had a tower of danishes. So we got all of our stuff, ate, and then we had to pack and then get ready to leave because we were headed to our next destination.
According to Daniel, the most amazing song, so I hope you think the same.
No way! Oh my god. Really? Oh my gosh!
What is over the other?
Hey, so we're about halfway to Poland. We're at a mall right now, just going to the bathroom and like getting food and snacks and stuff like that. But I bought these ketchup chips, question mark. I'm gonna try them. We'll see. Ooh. Interesting. It feels like a Funyun. Tastes like ketchup. Delicious. I took a video of the ice cream because I just thought everything was so nicely organized. Like even this bottom section, everything was exactly in its spot, and I thought it was very satisfying to look at.
No is nie. Cheese is na zdrowie.
Na zdrowie.
How much is ile to kosztuje? And where is gdzie jest? Try it. Use also Google Translate and hear how the lady in Google Translate say it.
Hey everyone, we are in our new room in Krakow. Yay! Room tour! So that's the front door, the door to the hostel. And then this is the bathroom. And then we have a sink. And then our fully frosted shower. 2 beds. Some art. A window, a TV, and a mirror. Yay! And then yeah, Carrie just showed me this, but like to turn on the lights, you had to put your key card in. So that was interesting. Anyways, yeah.
Certification started around the 13th century, but this one in specific was in the 14th century, okay? There were 8 of these, but only 3 are still surviving, okay? This is one of them. Inside, it was basically empty at the time, so the most amount of people could fit, because this, as it was a fortification, was to defend the city. So we will look at our behinds in a second, but this was like around in a circle like this, protecting the center. Also the windows, you can see they're a bit small and all. This was to protect also the people inside, but there was space enough for them, for example, to put the arrows and so on, okay? And it also leads you to the royal street or royal road, because this was the gate used by the royal people at the time, okay? The Baroque style roof was only put in the 17th century to add a bit of more class to the building. And inside you can visit the walls as well, okay? These walls have around 2.5 meters wide, so that's how much you have to walk if you go on the inside. And this road here, the Royal Road, takes us to the old market square till the Wawel Castle, which is like the main castle here of the city, okay? So that's where we're gonna go now. We're gonna go to the Royal Road until the square and then to the castle area.
We're on a walking tour now, and we're with our whole group, and our trip manager Kiki's at the very front. But look! Apparently we're gonna see a bunch of castles and things, but there's like a lot of history here, so I'm really excited because I love a castle.
It started a challenge. This because at the time there was a dragon going around the city and it was killing all the virgins until the last virgin was the king's daughter. So he started a challenge and kind of a request for like, can anyone kill the dragon and I will give you a reward. And then we had this guy called Crack with KK, okay. And Crack basically, he used that kind of strategy where he put something very, very delicious for the dragon with sulfur inside. The dragon went to eat it and he exploded. When he exploded, he also got very thirsty and he went to the river. He drank so much that he died. So Craig saved the last virgin, the king's daughter, and as a reward, the king gave his daughter to be his wife and he became king. And that's because why it's Krakow, because it comes from Crack the guy, and then Au, just an addition for the city. And in around 1970s, around that, they also put the statue as like a remembrance of this event. And you can actually sometimes send a text message to make the dragon spit the fire.
Interesting. Okay, so we went geocaching and Carrie found it and it was in the wall. We got our ponchos. These are donuts. I got the coconut one.
Got gooseberry.
Yum. It's really good. Very fluffy, very soft. And yeah, the coconut filling is really good. It's really good. Okay, we are done exploring for the night, so we're gonna
Back to the hostel.
head back to the hostel.
Get warmed up.
Get warmed up. It's cold.
Yep.
It's like, I don't know what it is. Maybe like 3 degrees, like Celsius, and then tomorrow it might snow.
So it's like 30 at a minimum or less.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, we're gonna warm up, maybe hang out with some of our Contiki people, and then get an early night because tomorrow we have to wake up really early for breakfast.
6 a.m.
6
Out
a.m.
the door before 7.
Mm-hmm.
Full party.
Yeah. Oh, cute. So cute.
Hold on. Yeah.
All right, we're all washed up, and day 2 is done. Tomorrow we have an early morning, so it's like 8:30. What time is it? 9? Currently 9, yeah. So we're just like all ready for bed. Y'all will see us tomorrow. Bye. Good morning vlog. It is 5:45 in the morning and it is snowing. So we're definitely gonna be putting more layers on for when we go to Auschwitz later.
We're gonna today witness some of the biggest, if not the biggest, remembrance of the World War II. During this time we had the Holocaust, which was the time where around 12 million people died worldwide. Okay, these people consisted mainly, not mainly, but half of them were Jewish people, and the rest we're gonna get also to who else were the victims of this crime. This started between, the Holocaust started between 1933 and lasted until 1945. And this started when Adolf Hitler and the Nazi powers came, the Nazi party came into power in the government, okay? As I told you before, when you are in power, you have a big platform, you can reach more people. And this is exactly, for example, what Adolf Hitler did. He had a book where he put his ideas into writing, and he would give speeches to people trying to convert them into these ideals. And these ideals were basically anti-Semitic. For those who don't know, this is basically the hatred of the Jews. This started to happen in the Middle Ages when the church thought that they believed that the Jews were the ones to blame for Jesus Christ being dead. And throughout history, instead of these ideas disappearing, they started to amplify.
Yay! Ah! Hi.
I look just like American citizens.
Hello.
I just steal other people's pictures, so. Legit? Needs a sampler size of their
Things. Yummo. Yay. Guys, we're going for round 2 of the donuts. Yummo.
Which one is it?
I got the pistachio one. And then I think Carrie got the raspberry? Yeah, raspberry.
Did you have a good day today?
Cool. Oh. That's okay. Cute.
I don't know, it reminds me.
This looks like okay. This is my table. That's Kiki, our trip manager, Angel, our driver, David, Bridget, Ella, Carrie, and then me.
Okay, so the history of the pierogi. They are a Polish culinary heritage, but they were invented by Poles. This type of dish, a dough with different fillings, is known all around the world for like centuries. In Italy we have tortellini, in Poland we have pierogis, in Ukraine pilmeni, and in the areas of China we have wontons. And the pierogis were brought to Poland by a saint priest, Jacek Odrowąż. You can try to say it. It's difficult even to say it in Polish. Odrowąż.
Odrowąż.
Yeah, like this. Great. He tried them for the first time during his missionary journeys in the east of the Europe, and he tried them for the first time in the Kiev area. But back then, it was around the 13th century. It was the territories of the old Russia. And the type of he tried was pierogi ruskie. Old Russia, ruskie, here's the name from. Back then, the ruskie pierogi were filled with cottage cheese and the groats because potatoes, which are now in the filling of the ruskie pierogi, weren't like this popular or even in the East Europe. Back then, during the invasion of the Tartars in Poland, saint priest Jacek Odrowąż were making the pierogis for the poor people, and that's why now we call him Saint Priest Jacek Odrowąż with the pierogis. So this will be all for the history, and now I will show you how you can make them. How you have to do this. I have already prepared some circles. It has to be something like this. You are taking a little bit of the meat, which is the filling we've got for today. You can roll like something like this, so it won't like separate, and you have to put it in the middle. And the first way to make it is to just like take the edges together, and you have to pinch the edges like this.
That was on good scene. What is that?
Yes.
I'm making a.
Yeah, there we go.
This is not working at all. Wait, no, it's got to be.
It is true.
Kind of just not really.
Oh, that looks so bad.
That looks, no, it looks great.
Yeah, so, is it?
That's it for day 3. You'll see me tomorrow for day 4. before, and today we are heading to Budapest. Yeah, we gotta get up and then go to breakfast. Morning, Carrie. Morning. This is the part of the editing process where I realized I lost all of my footage for the rest of the day, so I'm going to explain to you exactly what we did. For lunch, we were passing by this city in Slovakia on our way to Budapest. It was very cute, and we went for lunch at this restaurant where we tried this dish. It was Slovak dumplings with sheep cheese, and it had bacon bits and green onions on top, and it really just tasted like a softer mac and cheese. I really liked it. A lot of people on my trip did not. This was the bathroom sink, and I took a picture of it because I thought it was really cool. We have made it to Slovakia. We just ate lunch, and we're walking just in the city square. And then, yeah, we'll head to the bus probably now. And then it's like a 2.5-hour ride or something, and we'll get to Budapest. This was our hostel in Budapest. It was called A&O. And this is probably one of the worst hostels I've ever stayed at, despite the pictures. The pictures looked nice, but I'm so mad the room tour got deleted because it was supposed to look something like this, and it did not look anything like that. And then on top of that, there were 5 girls on my trip who, when they got into their room, one of their bed sheets was like covered in what looked like poop. So that was great. And then in one of the boys' rooms, they found a homeless man who had snuck in and was sleeping on a bed. So my trip manager was really having a field day with the front desk. The only thing with our room was that it just smelled really bad, and then everything just wasn't very clean. Like, everything was dusty, and they just didn't really clean it seemed. Anyways, after that was all over, we headed back onto our bus and did a little tour of the city before we headed to our cruise. They served us some really good traditional Hungarian food, which was so delicious. I ate so much. I can't remember everything we had exactly, but we definitely had those ones. And then because we were on the river, it was just so beautiful. We were outside taking pictures and videos, and our tour guide gave us some history of the buildings as we passed by. Afterwards, we went back to the hostel and dressed down, and then Kiki, our tour manager, took us to our ruin bar for dancing. We left at about 2 a.m., which was fun, and then we went back to the hostel, went to bed, and that's it for day 4. You'll see me tomorrow for day 5. Morning, we're just going for breakfast. It's like 8:15 or something. But yeah, heading to the lobby.
Theaters are located here, and opposite side is the Opera House. The Opera was built in 1884 at the time when we used to be part of the huge Austro-Hungarian Empire. At the time, the two countries, Hungarians and the Austrians, were rivalizing with each other. The monarchy used to have 2 capitals, Vienna and Budapest, and Vienna already used to have an Opera House, but Budapest didn't have one. So we were asked to support
tour of the construction of our local opera house. To them, so you imagine it's expensive, but it's a handmade thing from Hungary, and this is something which is like a high quality of product from our country.
She was telling us how this one specifically was made for Harry and Meghan, which was cool.
So the red is for strength, the white is for peace, and the green is for hope. And whenever we are getting to the preschool, you know, to the so-called kindergarten, then we are learning lots of little folk songs, little poems as well. So when we do that, then we learn our identity as well, you know, our like colors through a little children poem. So we have a little, you know, rhyme to learn. Red, white and green, this is the Hungarian homeland. And in Hungarian it sounds the following. Piros, fehér, zöld, ez a magyar föld. Gonna be ready, you know, like the church in Barcelona, you know, these because
yeah, get some of that.
I need all the good luck.
the bridge, it has exactly the same size as the so I'm going to give you now.
The next station is Banska.
I would like to ask you to come up here. I will be waiting for you here. The original spring is really hot. It comes from deep. Yeah. Okay, I just would love to.
Oh, that's nice.
But you can find
You made it! Ah!
Welcome to the vlog.
So we just went into that pool, and now we're going into another pool over there that's apparently hotter.
Just keep going, it gets better. It's way nicer.
Yeah, he's right. Ooh. Oh. To be my tippy toes. There were also indoor pools as well as the outdoor ones, which were quite nice because the architecture is so beautiful. And then we explored around, walked around, see what we could find, and we found this thing. And from what I understand is you get to drink beer while you also bathe in beer. And that seemed really interesting, so I went upstairs to go look to see if I can get anyone doing it. But then you had to pay to get in. And this is us looking at the map because we didn't know where we were, and we had to leave soon, so we had to find the changing rooms to get back. Hey.
Okay, inside plastic.
This side?
Yes.
It is? Okay. Nine. Okay, thank you.
So how do you eat this? Do you just pick it up like a
Yeah, with your hands.
Very good hangover food. Is this with me?
Yeah. Yum.
I've got to take a picture.
That's crazy.
This is my problem.
After the bathhouse, it took us like 35 to 40 minutes to walk back to the hostel, but then we rested for a couple hours and then we headed out for dinner. Actually asked people on the side of the road if they had any recommendations for goulash, and they told me this restaurant, and it was so good. We ended the night with people playing cheat. I actually didn't play, but it was a huge game. There was like 2 decks and 10 people, so it went for a really long time. But yeah, that's the end of day 5. Y'all will see me tomorrow.